Hi everyone, welcome back to This Life of Ali in Australia. For anyone new here, my name's Ali and we are a blended family of 6. I have one son who's 14, my partner has 2 boys who are 15 and 9, and a daughter who is 12. So this is us trying to manage to get through. We actually have majority care of all 4 children. We are struggling a little bit. So yeah, we do use our local food pantry to help us get through. This is a locally run food pantry. Um, they do get some funding from Food Bank, but it's mostly local businesses. Sometimes one of the big 3s or 4s, if you want to go with IGA, that donate to. So we go once a week. So it's open as a once a fortnight thing. Before my partner and I were living together, I had a card, he had a card, so we'd alternate weeks. We explained the situation to them down there, and because we are now a combined family, it's okay if we go once a week. So anyone can go any day, Monday to Saturday, and pick up free bread. And then, yes, the once a fortnight, or in our case, once a week, you do get a box of goods. That could be anything from fruit and vegetables, sometimes some meat, sometimes eggs, sometimes you get some pantry items too, all depends on what's available. So anyway, today my partner picked up just a loaf of white sliced bread. That is because we have crumpets and muffins and everything in the freezer and a little bit of cereal. So we're not really going to have much of a need for bread on the weekend, apart from, the odd bits of toast or the occasional sandwich. And like I said, if we run out, it's only Sundays we can't go, so we can always just pop back down. It's only about a 4-minute drive for us. They do have a sweets section. They tend to give you a bag and you can fill that up, but now they've sort of changed it a little bit and they've just got a shelf inside, and yes, there's someone there watching you, so if you're taking too much they will tell you that. But I did say to my partner this week, like a couple of weeks ago, I think they gave us like 6 packs of hot cross buns or something crazy like that, and I popped a couple of those in the freezer, so we don't really need a lot. So anyway, we just got 2 of the mini fruit hot cross buns. This week we were lucky enough to get 2 litres of full cream milk. It's very rare for us, so I'm actually really excited about that one. And in our box today, I mean, look at this. So beef mince, it's originally $21. That's crazy. That will be a huge, huge help. So that is basically 2 kilos worth of beef mince. I generally only use, even for the 6 of us, about 3 to 350 grams of mince per meal. I bulk it out with vegetables, lentils, extra sauce, tomatoes, things like that. I don't really do patties per se. And our tacos is basically sort of a not quite as saucy version of spaghetti sauce. So I sort of make the base with all the veggies and that, and then have that separated and add the different seasonings like mixed herbs and paprika for if it's going to be bolognese, or cumin and bit of chili powder and that kind of thing if it's going to be tacos. And then, of course, an added candy beans. So realistically, 350 odd grams of mince can get our family of 6 2 meals. So this is going to last forever. Now, this has been frozen, but that's okay. We do have a freezer on my partner's farm where we store our meat. So that will be going up there. And it looks like we've got some fresh herbs today. We've got some basil, which is always handy. If I don't get through all the fresh basil, I'll get around to making pesto or anything, I do dry it out and then sort of blitz it with a bit of dried parsley and things like that to make, like a mixed herb of my own. And we got some chives. I'd say the same type of thing about drying them out, but chives go so quickly in this house, it's crazy. We have them with eggs and everything, on top of salads. We've got 3 bananas, which I can kind of add to my stash. They'll be good eating ones straight away. I do have a few olderish ones sitting up there. Yes, a couple need to go straight to the bin. It was stinking hot, not yesterday, the day before, and they all turned, and I didn't realise they would turn that quickly. But when I say the bin, I mean they'll be going up to the chickens. Anywho, the box. Oh, wow. Look, we got prosciutto. That is incredible. This stuff is so expensive, and I can understand why. But, yeah, that's crazy. I can't actually see a weight on here. Anyway, that is, oh, here we go, on the back, 300 grams. So considering that is a minimum $50-$60 in the supermarket, that's crazy. We got some more eggs. So there's 6 free-range eggs. Oh, look, looks like we did well on the meat this week. Oh, wow. Looks like we did really, really, really well on the meat this week. This is a pork fillet. Now, that doesn't look like much to most people. I mean, that's 462 grams. But pork fillet is something that honestly is really, really rich. This whole thing could probably feed us quite easily. You just cook it really quickly. It's not a slow cooked cut of meat at all. So it's cooked quickly and sliced to about medium well, I guess. Sliced thinly and served with other veggies or things like that. I mean, you can slice it really, really thin and stir fry it as well. But this will quite easily do us a meal and with a bit left over. And we have some sweet corn, my favourite. If anybody remembers, a couple of videos ago I got a lot of corn and I ended up freezing that, which has been really, really good. We got a Thai style salad kit. Right, we got two of those, and this one's staying here, some baby spinach. So these little ones here, we'll probably keep one here and we'll send one up to my brother-in-law. He's a bachelor who lives on the farm, so any extra salady bits he can get, we'll give him. And that probably goes with the mushrooms too, because I love the fact that they give us mushrooms and most people applaud them, but I'm actually allergic to them, so that's okay. They'll go to a house where they're eaten. We have 1 zucchini. Oh, look at this. These are the kids' favourites, and they are so handy on the weekends, especially when we're running around between sports and things like that, and especially for the boys, because this gives an extra protein hit. So we've got 4 mild salami sticks. So either whether they have them to snack on in a game or on the way to the game, it's just a little bit of way to get a bit of extra protein in them. And when I said we were lucky with the meat, I'm not kidding. These are chicken and chorizo gourmet skewers. So I'm guessing these are from Aldi too. Yes, because of the markdown sticker. I've actually never seen them before, so that'll be lovely to try. There is 700 grams there. So even if I don't cook them as skewers and even take it apart and use it to make a chicken and chorizo pasta or a chicken and chorizo risotto, to be able to stretch it out between everybody, because realistically when I say 700 grams, there's actually only 5 skewers in there. So if I do it that way, we might be able to get 2 meals out of it instead of just the 1. So I know I'm rambling a bit, sorry guys. I know on a lot of other videos people say how they actually use things from the food bank, so I thought I might throw a little spiel in here and there about how we do use it instead of just showing you what we got. Lucky fruit-wise, we've got 2 raspberries and some blackberries. Very, very, very much appreciated, especially by the daughter. Although she does now go up and pick the raspberries and blackberries and strawberries and everything up the farm. She has noticed a big difference between homegrown fruit and vegetables and ones you get from the shops. But that being said, the first night they come up, she's obviously not had a chance to go berry picking. That tends to be the next day. So at least there's something to start her off with, and she's always appreciative of that. And just for context, like I said in explaining how we use things, yes, sometimes I'll throw some of these on platters, like the fruit peak platters during the day. That's basically their lunch. I put a little bit of cheese or a cold meat type item on there as well for a bit of protein, and some dry crackers for bulk, and then the rest of it is generally fruit, or as well as cucumber, carrots, capsicum, celery, things like that. But also the kids tend to eat these with yogurt or custard. That is their dessert. We rarely do ice cream or cakes or anything like that for dessert. It is fruit and custard or fruit and yogurt. That is it. Over here, there is 1, 2, 3 red apples, 2 green apples, 2 lemons, a lime, and 2 pears. There is 1 huge brown onion, and then always a favourite to get. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 potatoes. So anyway, guys, this is our haul from today. I think it's a brilliant haul, especially the meat items and everything. Now, I know in Australia, in some videos, yes, you do have to make a certain dollar contribution to a food pantry. I believe there are some like that here around us. I tend to utilise a few of the other ones where I may have to pay for delivery, because obviously I don't drive, and that's if my partner can't get down there. So there's that. But ours just ask for a donation. And that can be a donation in many different ways. You may have a overstock of things and you donate it back. You may only have 5 cents to put in the jar, or you may have $10 to put in the jar. But they just ask it as a suggestion. They don't demand it. They're not going to not provide you something, or your box or anything if you're not there 1 week. And they do tend to know the people that go regularly, and I mean, they're lovely there. There is absolutely no judgment. So yeah, just to reinforce again, guys, I know I say it on every video, if you are hungry, please seek out help. It can be an anonymous post on Facebook. It can be looking up askizzy.com and entering in your postcode if you're in Australia. If you're in America, I believe you can dial 211. And you don't have to say your name or anything. You're just querying about services in your area. I am going to start investigating other countries, and seeing what their main contacts are. But look at local churches, community groups, your local council. Even if they can't offer anything themselves directly, they will know of places or people who can. There is always the St. Vinny's and the Salvos. Apologise for my stuttering there. Anyway, on a final note, I would like to say a massive thank you to everybody who has subscribed, everybody who has watched. I recently just hit over 100 subscribers. I know to some that doesn't sound like many, but I, like a friend Rachel from Welcome to My Secret, each started doing these as more of a personal journey, a way to raise a bit of an awareness, things like that. It wasn't a money-making scheme or anything like that, or turning it into a business. It was more for ourselves and documenting what we've done, how far we've come. So yeah, I'm glad that there's people out there that like watching this, or whether they need help or encouragement, or just a bit of a pat on the back. Everybody's doing it tough. Everybody needs a bit of a pick me up every now and again. So anyway, pop your comments down below if you've got any. I've been talking to a few other food bloggers in the US and things like that, and some have, sort of asked if I can start doing like meals of the week, or if I show a grocery haul. So let me know if that's something you're interested in. But anyway, until the next time, take care, stay safe, and if you're in Australia, stay cool. Thank you and goodbye.